British money, my taxpayer money, I pay bloody 600, 800 pound tax to all the nations, and you go and give them bombs to destroy, whereas we have unemployment. I now work with probation, I help alcohol and druggy people, all those homeless people who live here, they don't have place to live. You know, you're not doing the proper work.
We're not in government.
That's the simple answer. That's the simple answer.
You're not in the government.
No.
So you want...
The Conservatives have been
So
in
when
power
you were
for
in the
14
government, what
years.
did you do? You went and you bombed Iraq, and we didn't find the weapons of mass destruction. I saw the Channel
But they've
4
been out of government since
Channel 4
13
did a
years.
program blowing up
I tell you
million
what
pounds.
we did
No,
do.
let me complete.
What
Let
we
me
did do
complete.
in government,
No.
we took people out of poverty.
Yeah.
We increased money
But
for
you
the
bombed
NHS.
Iraq. You bombed Iraq. You bombed Afghanistan. Listen,
Here,
can I let's tell you
we
something?
improve
Don't
people's lives.
impose. No, don't impose your democracy on them. I tell you, there's a video on YouTube. Let me complete, sir. Please watch this video. You know, in Mozambique, to remove headache, they hit with a slipper. It's on YouTube. It's a very funny video, because for them to remove a headache, they have to remove the slipper and hit. But according to our British civil society, if you see that video, you will say it's abuse of human rights. Let people live how they want. Don't poke your nose in different people's democracy. For them, human right, democracy is according to their way of lifestyle, their way of culture, their way of tradition. The moment you start poking your nose and say, live like the way we live, it will not work. We are a secular society. Let people live as they want to dress up, as they want to eat. You come here and tell us, vote us. I'm sorry to say, I'm not going to vote, not at all, because you let the common people, the working class people down very badly. And Google my name, you will know me. Can I tell you something? If there's a burglary, I've been working for Greater Manchester Police. If there is a burglary, no one comes, and no police officer comes.
And that's
If there's a driveway, if there's a drive-off at a petrol station,
So everything's wrong.
you agree, you accept.
Nothing is right.
Yeah.
That's why we need to change.
That's what they're going to change.
Because this government.
What do you expect from them in the general election? The upcoming general election, do you expect anything from them?
But don't
all
forget-
the money away from the councils, all the money away from the schools,
The
all
Blair,
the money away from the
Blair regime,
Calm down now.
the Blair regime blew all the treasury in bombing Iraq.
That's not true.
No, that's
It's
true.
just
That's
not
It's
true.
true. It's true.
The-
He
I'll tell you what the
was
Blair
the
government
foreign
did
minister
do.
of the United States.
are adhered to, and that's what I want to make sure that the International Court of Justice, the International Criminal Court, their findings are upheld by the British government, and that is one of the things we can do when we're in government, is make sure we have a government that sticks to the rulings of the international courts, because we're a signatory to the international courts. They're not worth the paper it's written on if we don't adhere to their rulings and to their wishes. So that's the other thing. And then the final thing, there will be no justice for the Palestinian people until we get a Palestinian state.
Yeah.
And that means not at the behest of their neighbours. It means
good one.
Yeah.
it
Well,
means
you agree with him, right? On that point, at least.
the international community have a moral duty to ensure that not only does it recognise the state of Palestine, that doesn't make a state happen. Ireland, Norway, Spain have just recently recognised the state of Palestine. It doesn't make it happen, but what it does do in the diplomatic world is it gives equivalence between the Palestinian negotiators and the Israeli negotiators in a negotiation, because at the moment you've got the state of Israel and you've got the Palestinian
Who
Authority.
created the state of Israel?
And the
No, who
Palestinian
created the state of Israel?
I'm not going
Can I tell you
into
something?
that.
Listen,
I
if
know-
I
I
put
know
you
the history.
in alongside,
I know
just
the
one.
history
Yeah,
of Israel.
yeah. If I put you in alongside, just on Dickinson Road, for 75 years, what will you do? What will you do? And for Keir Starmer to come out and say Israel has got the right to defend is bullshit.
Look,
No, you just
no,
you've got all the steam off.
it has, and hopefully he will understand that you don't get peace by shouting. You get peace by working together.
Exactly.
And you get peace by coming to an understanding of the differences and trying to work around those differences.
Yeah.
And I want to see peace in the Middle East, because without peace in the Middle East, there will not be peace in the world.
Exactly.
And we need to ensure that this wound, and it is a deep wound, is healed, and is healed for the long term. And you only get that by having a two-state solution with a state of Palestine and the Palestinian people having the rights of ordinary citizens in their own land.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much. No, you have media, sir. Please.
You say you disagree, but all you've done is shout at me
No.
with your views,
yeah.
and you won't listen
Do you
to
agree
the
that you,
opposite
you,
view.
you supported Iraq war and
I
Afghanistan
wasn't
war?
an MP.
Yeah.
I wasn't an MP. I didn't do anything. So, you know,
So you want us to vote you, so you will apologize in front of the
look,
of
calm yourself
Yeah, yeah,
down.
yeah.
Because I know that this is all about getting a social media.
no.
But actually, what you
It be on social media everywhere. It be everywhere anyway.
No, when you look
Calm
at
down. Calm down.
Palestinian
You're-
children dying,
it makes
when
me
you,
weak.
yeah,
It makes me weak
because
as a
I'm not
gran-
able to eat
as
when
a-
I see children.
and
Yeah.
it makes me
Yeah.
weak too.
Yeah.
It makes me weak too.
Yeah.
As a granddad,
Yeah.
I see my grandson on those
Yeah.
videos.
Can I say 1 minute?
Yeah, please, sir, let this gentleman.
Yeah, you just
he's got
calm
more
down. You just
wisdom.
calm down.
British government send bulldozer to Gaza, destroy all this.
Yeah.
Why is that? Why send bulldozer down there?
So what we've
They're
said,
destroying their building, everything.
what we've
They've already
said is
started building
there
the
needs-
ports.
There needs to be an immediate ceasefire. There
When?
needs-
When you finish,
Immediate.
when you can
Immediate.
kill all the
The word
all
immediate.
the
You can either listen and learn, or you can just shout.
You can just shout, or
Right, but everybody agrees.
That's how you get
and-
wisdom, by listening.
an immediate ceasefire
listen.
means now.
Now listen to him
We need
now,
the
yeah.
killing to stop now.
You're right, that's it.
We need to get the aid in now.
Yeah.
We need to get
Is it happening?
the aid.
is
The aid is getting
is it
in,
happening?
but not fast enough.
Is it happening?
We need to make the aid get in the quantities we need
Yeah.
and at the speed we need to get it in.
Yeah. How many times did UN resolution passed? But Israel doesn't care. It's just mincemeat. You know,
I
yeah,
agree
they're
with
just
you.
killing.
That is my frustration
Yeah.
too. International law
Yeah.
has to stand for something. If we're all signatories
Yeah.
to international law, then countries have to abide by those rules.
So,
and
is
so-
United Nations a failed organization?
The United Nations.
It is a failed organisation.
It is. And
United
and
Nations is a failed organisation.
And not just in respect
Yeah.
of this, in respect of lots of other conflicts around the world. The United Nations is very good at talking, but unless you can get the countries to act, there's very limited things it can do. Now, on the International Criminal Court, there has been an investigation. They have found war crimes on both sides of this conflict, and they have requested arrest warrants for those that are perpetrators of war crimes. We, as the United Kingdom, are a signatory to the International Criminal Court, and we have to make sure that those international rulings are upheld by the British government. Whoever forms the British government, we have a